Hello everyone and welcome back to Voidspace Alpha. My name is Ollie and today we are continuing our playthrough of Rome 2 Total War on the hard difficulty. If you are just catching up or tuning in, we are currently at war with the Royal Scythia, and the Bactrians. We have a defensive alliance with Macedon, which is proving actually quite useful at the moment at being a bit of a block for the Scythians, which is great. I haven't seen this army in Royal Scythia actually. Oh, they are force marching and it's the Golden Army. But look, last turn we defeated a Bactrian force. I'm going to hit end turn and see what is happening. They would like us to join a war against the British Confederation. I'm going to decline that. And whilst we're going through the turn order, I'm just going to say a big thank you to the 37,000 people that have subscribed to the channel so far. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that leaves a comment. I enjoy reading all of them. It's truly interesting. And thank you to Nihilist Solitude as well, my first ever YouTube channel member. YouTube channel membership is not required to enjoy any of the content because none of it is locked behind the membership wall at the moment. I don't know if that'll ever change in the future. I very much doubt it. I don't think that's who I am. But yeah, look, thank you very much for that. And yeah, that's really cool. Right, so it looks like we're going to win this war with the Royal Scythians and the Bactrians as well, although the Bactrians are giving us a bit of the runaround. Scythians are going to pay us 2 grand to go away. I'm going to say no to that. And yeah, we need to start thinking about eating up these smaller kingdoms, so like the Germanic Confederation, the Kingdom of Kush in southern Egypt, but we just don't have the legions to take it on. We've got some slums. I knew that was going to happen. And it's in this area, is it? Or this area? No, it's... Where's the slums? Where's the slums? Right, okay, we've got some slums over here in Charax. Let's get rid of those. It costs 500 to get rid of them. And Bells, we have some slums as well. So let's get rid of those. Right, we are making a little bit of profit now. We don't have the money to get rid of those slums. Okay. Well, yeah, we are making a little bit of profit. But yeah, we need to start seriously hitting the... so the Nervi's here, the Lugi's here. Yeah, we want to take the province. I don't want to fight the army. If we can move to the province, that'd be great. We can move this legion into this contested area over here. And yeah, I'm going to just leave the Royal Scythians alone over here. Motivated populace in Silesia. That's great. That is fantastic. Right, anyways, let's go and focus on our war with the Bactrians. It looks like they've got an army moving towards Gera. And they are going to make it, actually, but they've got an army of, 20 with siege weapons against my army of 16 with 4 wall batteries. Now, it might be a bit dumb chasing these guys down, but I'm just going to have to do it. I can take these guys out of forced march, and I can attack this fortification here, which is only a 13-unit fortification against an entire legion, which is great. It's a bit of a shame, because by having that army present here, I did have this legion, the 15th, the Egyptia, with their auxiliary Egyptian archers, poised to cross the Arabian Sea here, or the Strait. Is this the Straits of Hormuz? I think it is. So yeah, that was definitely a thing. Now I've got an army that is capable of marching into Bactrian lands. I think I'm going to hold off on that, just play a bit defensive while they rebuild their strength a little bit, and think about what else I can conquest this turn prior to fighting the Bactrians once again. And I do have some forces moving into Scythia, so I can get up to the border on here. And yeah, there was another legion marching, wasn't there, from down here? Yes, there was. Okay, into Gallic over here. Yeah, so I was going to 2-prong attack over here, which is great. Is there a garrison here? There is not, so I'm going to leave that well alone. And in fact, I will leave that legion to occupy this area, because we will eventually be moving in to secure all of this. And then, we control quite a lot of it. We still haven't conjoined our empire. It's still split by sea lanes. We can technically cross here, but, that means if I want to send a legion from Italy, for example, all the way down through here, it has to go through Mauritania and Africa and Libya and Egypt and Nabatea and all the way over to support the war effort. And that's just not right. So at some point, once we've cleared up this, we will be going to war with the unholy alliance that is Galatia and Armenia. Those guys are really strong. But I just noticed that Parthia has a province over here in Armenia, which is pretty interesting. So maybe that alliance isn't as strong as I potentially thought it once was. Anyways, these guys are going to run, even though they were entrenched, which would have given them the best chance of defense. Now it's going to be a field battle, and do you know what? By hook or by crook, I'm fighting this battle on the field. I think we outnumber them in everything. We outnumber them in troop quantity, we outnumber them in infantry, we outnumber them in cavalry, and we definitely outnumber them in range because they don't have any. So I think, because we've got everything to play for and nothing to lose, I think the best thing for us to do is to just see how many units we can not lose. And they've just chucked themselves into the corner there. So I'm going to hit start battle, and I'm going to move my legionaries like this. I think they might be going for this hilltop over here, which is fine. Very much Battle of Hastings style. I like it. And we can just position our army accordingly and chuck it on speed 3 and see what happens. So it looks like they've got some mercenary Bactrian horse. Where's their general's unit? What general's unit do they have? Can't actually tell. It's usually a square flag, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. Right, okay. Oh, okay, let's just quickly pause for a second because we want to pull back our horses and reform our line to maybe there. And we'll put our ranged units behind like that. We'll do that, and we will put our legatus, or general. Is it a legatus? It's a captio. Just back here, and I do not want it on speed 3 for this one. I would like it on normal speed. I don't think that they are going to be intercepted by our by our infantry, so I'll send in the legatus, and the infantry will have to move in.
Our general is under attack.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, is what it is. Right, they do have a general's unit. It is Bactrian Royal Cavalry. I'm just going to make sure I get the cav on the flanks just to threaten. And we'll pull the ranged units back ever so slightly. Yeah, okay, our infantry are now blocking. Our general has dealt with that mercenary Bactrian light horse, which is great. We can send our legionary cavalry, it is legionary cavalry, isn't it? Yes, it is, into their general, which is going to be even better. Right, get the Eagle cohort through that gap. Let's get some legionary cohorts surrounding them. Get these guys into here. Yeah, this should be an absolute whitewash. Get you guys into there. Let's just grab you, and you. Let's do that. These cavalry aren't doing much, so I think it's just going to be an easy surround on this one. Run into them. Run into those levy pikemen. Who's used all their ammunition already? Oh, right, one of my cohorts. That's fine. And maybe we can get the legionary cavalry on the hillside, ready to charge down and cut down anybody that attempts to flee. What an absolute bloodbath it is going to be. Yeah, let's get the cab in. Let's do this. I should probably turn off fire at will on the archers. A little bit too little too late. I bet we inflicted some friendly fire. It was a decisive victory nonetheless. We lost 45 men and inflicted 896 casualties. Of the 45 losses, 6 of them, it transpires, were due to friendly fire, which is not a great ratio as that scales up. You know, that's about 10%, isn't it? So yeah, not ideal. I would like to release the captives, but I think I'm going to kill them. Just because the Bactrians are annoying me now. So let's move in and just, yeah, destroy the remainder of this force. We're not going to lose a single man, which is great. What's with these fleets out into the distance? Let's kill the captives. And maybe we can start getting them back over here. In fact, saying that, where can they force march to? They can force march to over here. So if they attack Gera, I'm able to reinforce. Let's do that. That sounds good. Yeah, the Aristotia, the Saba, oh, and Bactria because they're all out quite far at sea. Are these fleets or are these... That's a fleet. That's a fleet, right? I think just by the icon, that's a fleet. Can't really tell. Can't really tell. Anyways, so that's that fight over. So I think all we can do right now is end turn. Oh yeah, we got some upgrades. Of course we have. That was an absolute massacre. I'm very proud of my Legion there. A 6% weapon damage inflicted by all army units. That's great. Let's get the 2% morale. And let's make you a slightly more authoritative sausage. That's when general. Yeah, I want that one. Let's end the turn. See what's happening. The Bactrians are going to attempt to regroup, I believe. They're still moving their units around. And they're moving quite deep into Arabia, so that's something to think about.
We do not have
Royal Scythia would like to be a client state.
Honestly, from the heart.
That's an interesting offer. Because they could be very useful in dealing with all of these other people. Because a client state is slightly different to an alliance, isn't it? So I could then take out Macedon after I've taken out what is effectively most of Turkey. So I'm going to make them a client state. I wouldn't usually accept something like that. I'm usually a conquest by force kind of guy. But we're going to take them on at their word. They probably saw the writing was on the wall when they hit... when my legions hit their border. Right, okay, so this legion that's fully stacked can chase these guys down into the desert. I'm going to move these guys up to here. And I think that allows me the freedom and flexibility to move into these lands. Yes, they could come and take Susa, but yeah, they're not going to take that, are they? Ectabana or whatever it's called. So if they come and take Susa, I can just try and whittle them down as best. Well, there's no garrison, so I won't whittle them down at all. But I can hit them back with my fully stacked legion. And let's be honest, my legion is going to be better equipped and better manned than a group of, you know, hill tribesmen and slingers and stuff. So that's fine. This legion's chasing them around there. So I think maybe I could move towards and threaten Bam. This area is quite well fortified, 11 units. So they're going to have to come out and meet me to save Bam. That's fine. That's actually great. So we have client status over here. Let's continue our move to over here. I want to move that legion right up into the Nervi's main area. And I want to move through here. Oh yeah, you get client state levies now, don't you? Which is like step horsemen and stuff. That's really cool. I'm actually okay with that legion. That legion's fully manned. But I can spend a bit of money converting some of the buildings that we've taken here. I can demolish that, and chuck in an amphitheatre. It's probably a good shout. Yeah, we've got one turn before the garrison emerges, so actually this might not be a bad turn to start getting our army into position over here. That's a Royal Scythian army. So, and then I need to redirect my forces that were moving up into here to threaten. Okay, so Macedon's taken that. So I think I can move the 19th over there. There was another one here, wasn't there? Oh yes, it was here. Here we go. So I can potentially move this legion up over here and start seriously causing problems over there. Let's demolish those slums there. And in fact, now we've got 906. I should probably have a look where those other slums were. It was one of these provinces, wasn't it? Well, it could have been Susa. I don't think it was. Wasn't one of these. Wasn't one of these. Massachat. Oh, okay, it was Charax. So let's get... Public order's pretty good. Is it food positive here? It's got food of 16. What province is this? Mesopotamia. Yeah, Mesopotamia is food positive, so I believe we should get a meeting place. That seems reasonable. Just to try and generate a little bit of extra income. Now, Colchis, I guess we're at war with now. That's fine. That might be as a result of taking on the client state of Royal Scythia. And I think we're in a pretty decent position to be conquering the Germanic Confederation and the Lugi. Let's have a look at my diplomatic status. So yeah, Colchis and Bactria. It looks like Bactria's down to like its last 2 provinces, maybe 3. Can't really tell. And Colchis is down to 2, so that is also fine. Right, okay, well look, let's I'm going to end turn here, but that's where I'm going to leave it for today's episode. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. It's massively appreciated. Thank you again to the 37,000 people that have subscribed. That is awesome in and of itself. Please do continue to leave your comments, your feedback, your advice, your tips, all of your discussion points down below, because for no other reason than I just love reading them and responding to them. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.